Hello, welcome to Gabbing Gilmore. I'm Jackie.
And I'm Catherine. This is the Comfort Podcast for your favorite comfort show.
So grab your air poppers
and get ready to cringe with us
as we stroll through Stars Hollow. Today's episode is brought to you by our fabulous Copper Boom sponsors on Patreon, Steph Catucci, Jill Doherty, Leah Moon, and Nick Worley. We appreciate your support. If you'd like to vote on pod topics and get bonus episodes every month, join at patreon.com/gabbinggilmore.
Okay, Jackie, can we talk about throwing a Gilmore Girls inspired watch party?
Yes, please. That's one of my favorite things to do. We've done that a few times together.
Yes, and it is so much fun. So you and I gathered everything we learned into a handy little guide so that if you listeners at home want to do the same, it's all packaged there right for you. It makes party planning so simple and easy, very cozy, so you'll feel like you're in Stars Hollow. And we put drink recipes in there. We've got snack ideas, themed watch lists, Gilmore bingo. Oh my gosh, Jackie, we've got trivia for newbies and for more seasoned watchers. So you can grab it when you sign up for a completely free Patreon account with us or find it in the show notes. Are you ready to just get cringy today?
I am so ready for this. All of the cringy times people say things and we're like, ew.
Right. Yeah. My daughter once said that I'm the 3 C's. Corny, cheesy, and cringy.
Whoa.
Right? This is a lot to handle. I'm like, girl, I might be corny, I might be cringy, but I am not cheesy. That's okay. I'm going to die on that hill. I'm not cheesy.
That's right. I like to be all of those things at one point or another. I think it's fine and fun.
I was like, I know what cheese is and it's not me. Okay. Yeah. But anyway, so.
Oh my gosh.
There are moments. We love to love Gilmore Girls. And we also love moments where we're like, ew, that was just kind of gross.
They just exist.
Why did that make me feel yucky inside?
I wonder if some of these were like intentionally to make us feel ew, or who knows?
Some of them on our list.
Yeah.
Not all.
Especially when they pertain to Christopher.
You guys, he's
Spoiler.
on here a good amount. Mm-hmm. What can we do about that?
But this runs through a lot of different people and a lot of different seasons.
And also, like, we're not the biggest Christopher haters in the entire world out there. And yet he still pops up a lot on this list. So what does that tell you? Maybe those were intentional.
We're just speaking the truth here.
Yeah. I bet people are already guessing what some of these are. They're like, oh, I know what that's going to be. But instead of like grouping everything together, we came up with a little system as we do here. Yeah. And we have like subcategories as if this is the Grammys or something.
Right. They're almost like awards.
Yeah. Like the Gogas.
Yeah.
Remember our Gifts of Gilmore Girls awards?
Was that season 1?
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
It was like our last one of season 1, I think.
So. It's like the end of 2023? Wait,
yeah,
what?
I think
is that possible?
So. Yes.
Whoa.
I know. Anyway.
Should we get to it?
Time flies. Yeah.
All right.
All right. Where are we starting?
Let's dive in.
Okay.
You go for it, Jackie, with our first category.
The most disappointing 4-word phrase.
Mm-hmm.
Mom?
Yeah.
Yeah? I'm pregnant. I feel like we're diving in hard with this one.
We are.
Like, whoa. So this is from A Year in the Life. Mm-hmm. This is the last thing, the last words.
The last 4 words.
That are ever uttered in Gilmore Girls. And what we know, Amy Sherman Palladino intended to be the last 4 words of the original series.
Yeah.
And that didn't happen because she and Dan were not writers on the original series of season 7. And so she still went forward with it in A Year in the Life. And about this one, you know, I've said I'm not the biggest rewatcher of A Year in the Life. Mm-hmm. And so I actually haven't watched this in a while. So I was just going based on how I felt the first time I watched it.
Love that. Gut reaction.
Gut reaction. It just kind of makes me sad.
Yeah.
Like you said, disappointing. I don't want to see Rory raise a baby in Stars Hollow. I just don't, because I feel that if she goes forward with having this baby, because she doesn't have to. Nothing is written that says
No.
she has to go forward with having the baby. But let's say that she does. I think that if she's in Stars Hollow with a baby, I know that there's this whole like, oh, it's full circle. No,
No, it's
she's
not.
just living out Lorelai's life, and she'll always
No.
be under her shadow.
But like 20 years older.
Yeah, and it's not exciting.
No.
I think we all want so much for Rory to find her own life and make her own choices, even if they're completely different from Lorelai. Like, I
Totally.
think we're all good with that.
Yeah.
And I honestly don't really care who the father is. Sorry.
You heard it right there,
I don't
folks.
care.
You don't care at all.
Not really. Like, okay, Logan, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I get kind of a little fatigued by, the boyfriend discussion, the father discussion. And then this pregnancy just sort of like extends the Logan speculation forever. So that
Right.
we're always talking about the men in her life. Like, ugh.
So
why are we
true.
still talking about
And
the
like
men in her
a
life?
man who's engaged to another woman.
Yes.
It's like not the most fun way to start out
No.
a pregnancy.
No.
Like we don't want that for Rory, as you said.
A man she turned down, whatever.
It had a little bit of
Disappointing.
a wah wah
Yeah.
at the end for me. I was like, oh, that's where you're closing it?
Yeah.
And like the screen just kind of blacks out after that,
Versus the ending of season 7.
which was beautiful.
I love.
Yeah.
It's
That's
so
a full circle
beautiful.
moment
It
because they
is.
brought it back to the two of them in the diner having a moment
Yes.
together. Like, I love when any art, but like films, videos, shows, right, books can like hang on to such a simple moment and make that poignant.
Yes.
Without having to have a huge conflict or like
dramatic
exactly.
moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
And
didn't-
Luke was in the
We
background.
didn't need that as
Yeah.
Gilmore Girls diehards.
Yeah. No,
Did we?
We like simple.
That's not who we are. Like, this isn't Gossip Girl. This isn't the OC.
Yeah.
Like, this is Gilmore Girls.
We like comfort.
We're cozy here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it didn't do it for us.
Yeah. There were a lot of satisfying moments, I will say, in fall of A Year in the Life. That I appreciated, that the Palladinos really thought through, and like Emily,
Yeah.
but even Michelle and Lorelai, like, but this wasn't one of them.
Yeah.
It fell flat for me.
Yeah. Do you think Rory would go through with a pregnancy?
I mean, the show would make her, but
Right.
like, would Rory?
Right.
I don't think she particularly wanted to be a parent at that moment in time.
Oh, neither.
Um,
I feel like if she's telling Lorelai, maybe that indicates she is. But
Maybe.
I just don't see motherhood for her.
I really don't either. I don't see her being a mom.
No, I don't think
Parent,
she needs
a parent.
it.
No.
I don't think it's a core
That's-
desire.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I don't think it's going to light her up
Yeah.
the way, I don't know, that all of us wanted to see.
Right.
It just wasn't satisfying. So that was a womp womp.
Mm-mm.
Disappointing.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. Not as cringy, though, as some of the others. So our next category is most squirm worthy, AKA biggest gross out moments.
We're just being children. Like, ew. And this is Welcome Home, Mrs. Hayden.
Ew.
Said by Christopher Hayden in season 7, episode 7.
Yeah.
This is after, of course, Chris and Lorelai are in Paris and come home and are married. Mm-hmm. You know what? Full disclosure, this is one of the episodes I skip. More so the one before
Yeah.
it. The one before it.
Paris.
Paris.
Uh-huh.
I don't like anything about that except
Yeah.
the non-Paris storyline. Whatever is going on, I can't recall right
With
now.
Rory?
I think Rory Parrot Lane. There's some other stuff
Okay.
going on that I like.
Okay.
So I tend to just skip Paris.
Okay.
Okay, so what's really gross about this is not his home. So
Oh,
for him
good
to
point,
say
Jackie.
welcome home, no. This is not your home. And this is Lorelai Gilmore.
Right?
So actually, you don't know that she is now Mrs. Hayden. Stop trying to claim her. He is always trying to claim her.
So true.
He just wants her to be his.
Yes, he does.
And that's why I find this so gross.
It is like, shouldn't he know her better? Because I was thinking to myself, okay, is he saying it tongue in cheek? Like, oh, we just got married, you know? Or did he actually expect Lorelai to change her name? Because, like, if you know Lorelai Gilmore, you know she's not going to change her name.
I mean, I don't think he'd be mad. If she changed her name, he wouldn't be mad.
Oh, well, no.
He'd be happy.
Oh, he would be happy.
So,
but please, the Haydens who treated her like garbage and her child for years, she's going to make that her name? Ugh. Please. Also, does anyone ever talk like this for real? Is this just like a TV device? Because do you remember, you know, I'm a big fan of Felicity, and there's this moment where Noel gets married to Natalie. She's like this wild child kind of thing.
I remember that.
And then they come home and the same thing, they like plop down on the couch and he's like, welcome home, Mrs. Crane.
Did you know that they got married ahead of time?
No.
So this is the way
it was
they
a device
it.
to tell the audience something we hadn't seen. So very similar to what happened here. I'm like, ew.
Yeah. Talk about Lorelai's reaction. I don't know if you've watched this in a while, but he's like very close to her.
Yeah, on the couch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
she looks uncomfortable.
She looks I think she's holding her bag.
Yes.
Like it's almost like a defensive strategy.
Yes.
Yeah, like
she's
don't come near me.
Cradling her purse.
Yeah. And then she like
closed off.
Yeah, kind of like squirms away like
Okay, it makes me want to die for her. It's just like so depressing. Lorelai, what did you do?
Yes. And you know she's thinking that.
Yeah. Which probably brings us to our next one.
It does. Oh my gosh.
Which is our other biggest gross
We're
out.
just rolling right in.
And maybe grosser.
Let's make a baby.
Ew.
Again, season 7, Christopher.
Oh, Chris. I mean, it's kind of the same thing you were just saying. He's trying to take ownership of her.
He really is. Now, in the scene before this, before this, Christopher witnesses Lorelai holding Dula. This is Liz's baby.
True.
Who Luke is watching for a little bit. He's walking Dula, and Lorelai comes across them and picks her up, and she's holding Dula. And Luke they're like cooing over the baby.
Yeah.
It's not great. I mean, I do feel a little bad for Christopher when he comes out and sees them. Yeah. However,
they orchestrated that well. That was well designed.
They did.
With Liz's baby. Yeah.
But it is like that night they're in bed. Yeah. Canoodling. I'm going to say canoodling.
Canoodling.
When he says, let's make a baby. And to Lorelai's point, Gigi isn't even home from Paris.
No.
Nothing is settled.
They've They've barely decided where they're living.
Yeah.
I mean,
and what I don't like about this conversation is the way he pushes her. And he ignores her signs that are her tone of voice, her body language. He loves to ignore it.
Like, come on,
she
Chris.
says,
come on, Chris.
Yeah. He says, like, you want another kid, right? That's not, do you want another kid?
Right.
Do you want another kid? Right. That's a leading question.
Sure is. Objection, leading.
He has no curiosity. And then he keeps pushing. So then he has to come up with, well, the last one turned out pretty good because he's got nothing left.
I just want to smack him over the head for that line.
As does Lorelai. She gets mad. And now he actually notices that she's mad. Okay, he finally notices that. But everything about her is showing uncertainty. Yeah. And she's speaking slowly and kind of like drawing out her words. Like, I guess I want another kid with going...
Is that a yes? That's not a yes. That's not a full body yes. No.
That's fine with him. He's willing to take that. Great. Let's do it. Let's go. She has to, put him off. She's always got to stop him. Not now. And this to him is rejection. He can't have a conversation. Any indication that what he wants right now is not going to happen is rejection. Right. And men, no. We need to do better than this. We've talked about this a lot on this podcast.
Don't be a spoiled child. This is not a rejection of you.
From rejection. Right. And it's not necessarily a rejection. Let's be curious. Let's be connected to your partner. So he turns over.
Yeah.
The end of conversation. Like, he's done.
What a baby. Let's make a baby. We just made one.
I am a baby.
He's lying right here, you big baby.
This so had me kind of laughing, though. I was like, this is such soap opera mentality.
Yes.
Like forcing someone into having a child, or like,
my God, totally.
if he could have faked a pregnancy, he would have. He would have started wearing like the belly.
That is so
Lorelai,
General
I'm
Hospital.
Look, you have to stay with me.
They do that all the time on soaps. God. I miss that world, Jackie.
I kind of do too.
Oh my God, that was so much fun.
Bad. Yeah,
but it's gross.
Problems.
There's no consideration to the fact of like that. I think she says this in the scene, but like she just kind of launched Rory, and to have a young child, within your house for like 40 years in a row is a lot. That's what she would be doing,
Yeah.
from the time that the next child sort of like maybe moves out, and you don't know.
He falls back on things like, we've got money, we're set, we're adults, we're good.
Does that help?
Like, this is your argument? That's all you think it takes?
Right?
But you don't know how to communicate. So
yeah. So we're not going to raise the child?
Yeah. Well,
at all?
Yeah. He knows nothing about that yet.
Right? Like, did he not do potty training with Gigi?
I don't know. So,
yeah, that was gross.
Yeah.
That was gross.
Yep.
The next award goes to most annoying forward phrase. Okay. You guys ready for this one?
Yeah.
Let the games begin.
Oh, that was good impression.
All right.
No, and then like popper. Pop.
Yeah. This is Sherry's friend at her baby shower. Okay. No, listen. Is this the worst line of the series? No.
Yeah.
But it's like within the context. Well, there's two parts about it that really bug me. And just like the whole shower is cringy, right? Which I think is on purpose because the Palladinos kind of love parodying parenthood, as we've noted in past episodes. And so they wanted to be all these career women who none of them can have children. Because if you're a career woman, you can't have a child, right? So like none of her friends have babies. She's the only one. And that's kind of cringy. And then I think maybe either this actor, I don't want to like say mean things about the actor, but like they gave her bad lines maybe. Yes. And the delivery just felt kind of weird because when she's the same one who says, the more the merrier. When Sherry introduces Lorelai.
Okay.
And it just feels kind of stilted. Like, where is this the same scene?
I think
maybe they wanted it to be cringy because there was sort of, they had just been talking about what baby books did you read, Lorelai? And she's like, I didn't read any baby books. And Sherry, oh, well, did you get information from your mother? No, she makes some kind of quip about that.
Yeah.
And then there's sort of an awkward pause, which would happen at a baby shower of this small size, where everyone's having the same conversation. And then the friend just goes like, well, what are we waiting around here for? Let the games begin. And it was like, just that intro of what are we all waiting for? Like, what are we all standing around for? It's so cringy.
And why are there games? I'm sorry to people that like, but these particular games are so infantilizing.
They're very
and I know people used to do this kind of stuff, and maybe you still do. And I'm sorry if I'm offending you, but like making women smell stuff in diapers is so infantilizing.
It is.
We don't need to do that.
No, we don't.
Like, just get together.
Right.
And get your gifts and hang out and just
like karaoke. Okay, fine.
Yeah, that was kind of cute.
Okay with karaoke.
Yeah.
But
the rest of it, and the pin, and don't say baby. Like, we are not in preschool.
No,
so the whole thing.
It was pretty stupid.
This is for career women who are like professional and spend their days and like
don't care about children.
Yeah. Like,
and then they do these games.
I know.
Yeah, it was very
feels off.
Disjointed.
Yeah.
And I think they wanted us to be uncomfortable because they wanted Lorelai to feel that way and for us to feel her feelings.
Yes.
So we did.
Yes.
Congratulations. You succeeded in making us cringe.
Do you want to go on to most record scratching?
Yes. I've got this one. Ready?
Yeah.
You're my almost mommy.
Okay, so I actually laugh every time she says that.
It's kind of funny.
But it is horrifying.
It's funny and horrifying. Like, it's Lorelai.
It
and
is.
so it's kind of funny because here's the thing, guys. She did not know at this point in time how pivotal Pennell and Lot would be in her parents' lives.
Yes.
She had heard the story back when they first visited Yale. They talked about Linny Lot. Oh, like I was kind of engaged to her. I had given her my ring. Whatever.
Yeah.
And then, so that's all Lorelai knows.
Yeah.
So, but it's still weird to say, like, my almost mommy.
Oh my gosh.
Because, like, by definition, if two different people create a baby, like, it's not the same child as two other people, right?
I don't know if it's like
impossible.
Is it because she's around a bunch of college kids that she's sort of acting a little more immature and silly?
Or is it the fun flask?
Is it the fun flask? She's tailgating. She's just like feeling snappy and silly.
Probably all those
like
things.
in front of her. And maybe she's, forgetting what her parents were really like because she's not under their roof. Like if this was a Friday night dinner and Pennell and Lot for some reason showed up, I don't think she would have said it.
Probably not. Yeah.
And maybe would have said something along those lines, but not, you're my almost mommy.
Probably not.
It's bad.
It's bad.
And it was just rude to Emily and her parents.
And this woman who looks like a very, kind of like conservative 60-year-old woman who's just like minding her own business. And that's
a lot.
Definite way to throw somebody off their game. Like if someone said that to me, I'd be like,
yeah, right?
You can tell Penelon's a little thrown too.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, I guess you could say that. And then she kind of moves on.
She's very classy.
Because she knows how much Emily hates her.
Yeah. Yeah. And she knows she's having lunches with Richard once a year.
On the DL. A phrase that Asher Fleming finds delightful.
Oh.
How about most embarrassing, Jackie?
Okay. But I'm a Gilmore.
Oh.
Okay, but you guys, I don't have as much of an issue with this one as everyone else.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Okay.
Okay, so here's
Tell
what
us.
I think this is Rory's way of saying that through this exchange of dinner with the Huntsbergers, she now understands how they view status. Logan gave her no background or preparation for this potential assault, which he should have. He should have seen this coming. I know they were very focused on Honor and her fiance and all of that. I understand that. But he should have seen this coming. So Rory had no idea what she was walking into. Now I think when she understands that the Huntsbergers are exhibiting the same type of classist behavior that she's seen from her grandparents. Let's think about Richard's behavior toward Dean when she brings Dean to a Friday night dinner, right? Same thing. So I feel like her saying, but I'm a Gilmore, shows her confusion about why the name is suddenly not holding so much status.
Absolutely.
That it normally does in Hartford, right? And why is it not holding status with the Huntsbergers? It's like, I think Rory sees it as a fact. Like a black and white, we know Rory thinks in black and white a lot of times. And so this means like she doesn't understand why this doesn't matter to them. Yeah. And yes, Lorelai has taught Rory we don't care about status. We don't care about our name. In Stars Hollow, their name doesn't mean anything. Right. But she knows it to be true.
Yes, she does.
She knows that it carries status and power. And so she's surprised. She's confused.
I think that's what people are annoyed by, that she knows the status it carries. Yeah. But kind of pretends not to on a daily basis. And like when she gets in that argument with Logan, which we dissected in Rory's Bad Day, much later on. Yeah. But like that's a good one to go back and listen to because I feel like we dove into this a little bit more. We did. And also in Why Does Everybody Hate Rory, very early on in Gabbing Gilmore episodes, like she tries to pretend like it doesn't exist or impact her.
I think it's part of her upbringing. We compared that, like how Lorelai brought her up versus when she's introduced to the Gilmore world and how she's trying to like meld the two. Yes, and she goes back and forth.
Yeah, it's right. Like she was raised humbly. Yeah. But then she also has this privilege that she knows she can lean into whenever needed. Yep. At any moment, it's there for her to support her.
Sure is.
But then she likes who she is or like how she was raised by Lorelai. But then when she's in Yale, she sees it serves her in different ways.
Yep. But I think people felt like she was just kind of stomping her foot, like, but I'm a Gilmore, sort of more like tantrumy and kind of like complaining, you know, and I think there's more nuance than that.
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah.
Because she says things like, I had a coming out party.
Yes.
You know, like, so she's kind of going back in time to say like, all right, there are these things that I did to fit into this life
that I thought mattered.
And so why am I not being acknowledged for being high class?
Yep.
Like,
apparently it's not working.
Yeah.
Or is it her mother? Even though Shira says, this has nothing to do with your mother, but like, does it? And also the fact that like, Rory wants to work and there's just so much involved.
Yeah.
There.
And like, what would have happened if Logan Huntsberger took Lane Kim home? Like, she can't stand there and say, but I'm a Gilmore. I had a coming out party. Like, I have all these facets of privilege to anchor into. Like, what would she stand there and say? Gee, that was rude. Home? You know what I mean? Like, Rory had these ways that she should have been held up here higher than other girls, and they weren't doing that.
Yes, exactly. She's confused.
She's confused. But it's like, I think it's like, to me, it's a little gross to just like pull it out for certain things. And then expect it to like not be there
can put it aside
at other
when
times.
She wants. Yeah.
All right.
Which one is most perplexing?
Oh yeah. Okay, you guys. Technically this is 5 words, but we're just putting it in here anyway because it's an important one. Ready? I got the good kid. You might remember this was said by Lorelai after she overhears Paris telling Rory that she just slept with Jamie.
Yeah, I was just rewatching this.
Yeah, Paris is like trying to work it out in her head. She's trying to get some feedback from Rory because she's not sure how she feels about it.
I know.
And then as we see later on during her breakdown, Paris like ends up we talked about this in Paris's big meltdown.
Yeah.
We seem to like, you and I seem to think she didn't actually consider herself like, quote, a slut, but she brings that word out to kind of like try it on for size and say, wow, did I not get into Harvard because I'm slutty? And like, is Jamie not going to like me anymore? All that. She's grappling with all these hard questions that teenage girls do grapple with. And it's just like, I've gotten pissed at Lorelai before for saying this.
Yeah.
So I'm like, girl, you should know better. You were a 16-year-old pregnant girl.
Yep.
Right? And you were sexually active. If we listen to Lorelai's stories, probably from at least 14.
Yeah.
And for her to be sitting there and judging Paris. Now, I know some people are like, well, I think she's just relieved that Rory isn't sexually active yet. And it's not that she actually thinks Paris is a bad kid, but she's just relieved to hear Rory say that. Okay, well, then you choose a different sentence.
Yes.
Then you don't say, I got the good kid.
Yes.
Because that implies that Paris is the bad kid for having sex in a committed relationship as a senior in high school.
So when Paris is later saying, I'm a slut, there's an indication that some people are thinking that.
Exactly.
That this might be true to some people.
Right.
And she knows it.
Yeah. And it also kind of tells us as an audience that, like, okay, no parent wants their kid to be sexually active at a young age, right? And you're kind of like, oh, yay, if they like wait a little bit. You have worries, all that kind of stuff. But it makes you think like, okay, so Lorelai is equating Rory's decisions now with being a good kid.
Yeah.
So like, what if she had slept with Jess?
Yeah.
Or Dean? Like, would she no longer be a good kid?
I know. And every indication from Lorelai and conversation to Rory says, it's okay. Just tell me. I'll support you.
Right.
And that they've had conversations where, you know, she's talked to her about sexual health. So like, what?
It just feels like dissociative.
It does.
Is that a word?
It does.
And hypocritical for Lorelai to equate being good with being chaste.
Yeah.
I don't love it.
Is this
for
her
our
own,
teenage
like,
girls?
trauma background when she was pregnant? What people said to her or about her, and she says it too gleefully.
Very gleefully.
It's not good.
Yeah, like as if you just won a round of poker. Like da 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 da.
What?
Weird. We ready for most shameful?
I don't know.
This is a doozy, y'all.
Go.
Okay. He's Dean. My Dean.
Oh,
I can't even say it the way Rory says it. I'm not acting, you guys.
He's Dean. My Dean.
I didn't put heart into that.
Yeah.
No. Mm-hmm. He's Dean. My Dean. Ooh.
Boy,
okay.
Rory.
Yeah, this is our most shameful 4-letter phrase of Gilmore Girls because, you know, Rory, I've like struggled to identify with her here, and I've tried really hard, and I can put myself into her shoes a bit in terms of the conversations she has with Dean leading up to this.
Because we broke this down.
We did.
Moment by moment, what leads up to them in bed.
Right.
A lot of it is Dean.
Oh, it was.
Was it when we broke down the romance between Rory and Dean, the courtship between Rory and Dean?
No, that was the early days.
The early days?
Yeah, we did the early days. We didn't get there.
No, what
so
was
this
it?
was, yeah, I know.
I don't know. But anyway, we did break this down in an episode that we can't remember now what episode it was.
Okay.
But we did.
But yeah, so he says things like, it's not working. It's not working for Lindsay. It's not working for me. She knows it's over. I know it's over. Yeah. Rory says things like, can you go to counseling? Which is so cute. You know, she's like trying to see if there's a solution. Yeah. And in a previous episode before that, she asks him, how is it that you're able to be here with me when he goes and saves her from that bar crawl?
Even the fact that he goes to her house at this point in time when they had all been at the Dragonfly is very intentional.
It is.
He is looking to hook up.
He is. He's looking for some action.
He is. So
he wanted to continue
we did talk about
what was happening at the Dragonfly earlier that day when they almost kissed.
It's a lot.
So he was fully intending to at least kiss her.
Yeah.
Let's just say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think more.
I
do. Why would he go to the house?
But do you think he thinks she was ready for that at that moment in time?
I think he is ready, and that's what he's thinking about.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, man. We're usually a little nicer to Dean and Christopher, and we're tearing them down today.
We are. Yep.
Sorry, guys. They had it coming.
So good.
They had it coming. You know, sometimes that just fits a situation, and here it does. All right, so Jackie, you're saying he was chasing her down at her house for a hookup intentionally. I'm going to give you that. And Rory is not an angel here, but she's trying to piece together the situation of Dean and Lindsay. Now, he took the ring off. Okay, yeah, that's 5 words. That was kind of gross too. He took the ring off, right? That was gross.
Oh, that really upset Lorelai.
Oh my God, like as a mother too, I'm like, oh, that's like a gasp right there.
Yeah.
She's like, oh my God.
Oh yeah.
But the trouble with he's Dean, my Dean is this ownership element of it.
Yeah.
That all of us as an audience know to not be true. We know that he's Lindsay's Dean at this moment in time. He's still married. They haven't actually discussed separation from what we can see. And so her inability to recognize that and to release him is troubling. She's kind of keeping him as my first love, the guy who's always going to be in love with me no matter what.
And who I'm better for. She's been playing that game since he and Lindsay decided to get married, and blaming the woman. As Lorelai says, she's not good for him. He's not in college because of her. Right. She wants these things. Everything is she. Yeah. And that's why she's able to claim Dean as hers.
Because he does say something like, well, you know, sometimes I think you're the only one who wants a better future for me.
Yeah, he
when
plays
they're
it.
talking about college.
He definitely manipulates
Which,
her.
it gives the insinuation of like, oh, Lindsay doesn't really care about my future and my education and my potential, but you do.
Yes, she believes these things for a reason. Dean tells her a lot of them.
Yeah.
But she also does not know the ins and outs of their relationship and makes a lot of assumptions to kind of like feel good about herself.
Yeah.
You know, that she's the right one for him and she's like the savior, you know, who's best for him. And it's kind of like an ego boost and it's not good.
Do you think it matters that he said it's over? She knows it's over.
I do.
I know it's over.
I do. I really do.
Is that what ultimately propelled Rory?
I mean, we talk about Rory being an Enneagram 1 and following rules. This is not a time when she follows rules. But because he said it's over and she knows it's over and we both know it's over, that's like, oh, okay. So on like my list, I can check off that you guys know it's over. Well, okay. So that makes this more okay.
Yeah.
This
yeah.
makes it right. So yeah, I think she had like a little checklist.
Because some people do move on when they're actually separated.
Yeah.
You know, and like, I'm not judging that. Like,
For sure.
If you're fully separated and you guys decide to do your own thing, like that's your business.
Oh, yeah. Some
But
people can't even, like,
it
you
has
can't
to-
afford to get divorced. Some people just like
So
separate
true.
and it's like, okay, we'll do that when we can.
So true.
Yes, that's a decision that
expensive.
both people have made.
Yeah. As long as it's an actual decision.
Yes.
Which we didn't feel it was here.
No.
All right. Well, Rory, that award goes to you. Congratulations. Come up and make your acceptance speech.
Okay. We've got 2 more.
Yeah. But they're in the same category.
Most soul wrenching. Oh, these aren't as fun.
They're
These
not.
are sad. They're cringy sad.
They're cringy sad.
We could just postpone.
Oh, this line kills me.
I know. Season 6, episode 12. This is the episode that Lorelai finds out about April. And by the end of the episode, she is offering to postpone her wedding to Luke.
And really not offering. Can we say that?
Back to body language.
It's a fake offer.
Yeah. She
That's
goes
like
up
when
again,
I
like,
say, do you want me to take out the trash? No, I'm kidding. I don't ask that.
it's kind of like I guess I want to have a kid.
Right.
Like, we could postpone.
It's so inauthentic to where she is. And that's what kills me about it.
And also that she's had no time to process yet.
Right.
And she's being very forgiving to him while
Very.
they're walking at the winter carnival.
He said 2 months
2 months
to think about this.
She
said what?
said a few hours, 5 hours, you know. And she's saying we can make it work. Luckily, you're with a woman who raised a daughter. I can help. And he says, I know you can. Very sad,
Wait,
considering what happens
As
later.
my daughter would say, do you though?
Yeah.
Do
and
you
then
know that?
that's when he starts getting into it's all happening so fast, you know.
Oh, suddenly we're so concerned with Luke's feelings. Yeah. I'm sorry, like he deserves to have his feelings felt, but like, isn't this kind of Lorelai's day? Isn't this the day that if you're the boyfriend, the fiance who didn't tell the big secret, that you're shirking around a little bit, being a little bit sorry, hanging your head
Falling at
down a
her
little
feet.
bit, sending her flowers, like.
Although you said don't send flowers as an apology. Not as an apology.
Jackie, as I was saying that,
bring
I
her-
realized I've said that on the pod before.
Bring her
we
food.
don't want flowers.
Bring her dinner. Bring her a burger.
Bring her
and-
coffee.
Yeah, feed her. Okay.
Give her coffee. Bring her pie.
No.
No. Fix her house.
You know,
Don't-
we've talked about that Luke might have been more invested in this wedding had he helped plan it. If he had
Yes.
been walking
We have
down the
said
streets
this.
of that town, wherever they are, instead of Suki,
I
when
know.
they're planning the wedding.
Suki pushed him out a lot.
She did. And they're saying, hey, there's the church. And he meets the pastor and he sees the carousel. He actually lays eyes on all of this. He
Yeah.
sees the Tux place, all of
Yeah.
it. I think it would have been harder for him to say, yeah, let's postpone it. Because this is all a fake scenario in his head.
This is why I say we do not X men out of
No.
wedding planning.
No.
Don't X them out of showers. Don't X them out
Yep.
of baby planning and registries and showers. Like, do not do that.
No,
It's not helping anyone.
this is all their thing too.
And by the way, they should also want to be involved.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
So I think he's just treating it like something that doesn't really exist. So it's very easy for him to say, so you did all that work, but can you just like set it aside for a few months? Thanks.
Right. As if it's like a Stars Hollow fundraiser, you know?
And it's sad. I can see her agreeing to it that night, but I wish the next day she'd said something like, you know what? I'm not okay and we need to work this out. I wish, because I feel for her in that moment. I get the feeling of watching someone be too happy to accept something you just said that you didn't really want them to accept.
Sure.
And it's like, okay, it's a test. He accepted that so gleefully.
Right. That she had no choice
Yeah,
but to be
that
like,
you question.
oh, yeah.
Well,
no
maybe
problem.
he doesn't want this.
Sure, we could do that.
Yeah.
After she sees that he wants it.
Yeah.
So
He wants his
Jackie.
postponement too much. That's very scary.
That is.
So I can see kind of going forward with it.
Right. And just like backing off right away.
Yeah. Feeling the rejection, feeling the concern and the fear that this isn't right.
I know. I wish they had the conversation, as you said, the next day, like, okay, well, should we postpone it about 4 or 5 months?
Right.
Should we make it next spring? Like, let's actually change the date, not just let it be open-ended.
And make him go with her. Go to the flowers.
Yeah.
Go, all of that.
Make the decisions together.
Yes. This is his thing. He's not taking any responsibility for this wedding.
Yeah.
And she's feeling it. But then she does her thing where like she takes it back, all the responsibility and shoulders everything.
Just like when we were
she does with
talking
Suki.
about with Suki in the inn.
It kind of like is a fallback for her, but it doesn't really help her in the end to strengthen her relationships.
No, it does not. I just hate seeing Lorelai's boisterous, bubbling personality dissipate.
Ugh.
And that happens in season 6. And this is like the jumping off point of that.
It is.
That's why this kills me so much.
Yeah, that's why season 6 is hard. Yeah.
Okay, guys. Are
All right,
you ready
last
for
one?
another soul-wrenching 4 words? I don't know. Are we bringing our listeners down
I'm sorry.
too much today?
I thought this was supposed to be kind of funny.
Right? It is funny, but now it's depressing. Should we like even this out next week with something super upbeat?
Yeah. Yeah. We'll do that.
We got to look at the schedule.
Okay.
All right. You guys ready?
Uh,
I slept with Christopher. And I'm saying it as kind of a whisper because she whispers it a little bit.
Yeah. I'm being Suki.
Oh,
No, why?
this is so hard because, you know, obviously this is Lorelai talking to Luke after he's kind of panicking. He senses that things have ended after she issues the ultimatum. You know, it's now or never. And she was really upset. He lets her walk away. He says, I don't like what
Ultimatums.
is that what he says?
Yeah.
And he lets her go. And we leave there thinking, gosh, this is the end of them. How sad, but is it really, you know?
Yeah.
And so Lorelai obviously goes off to sleep with Christopher. We know that. And then Luke, it's like he had a night to think about it.
Yep.
And you get the idea that he probably didn't sleep that whole night. He
Yep.
just tossed and turned thinking about it. Probably first thinking, well, I was right. She can't pressure me into this. And then gradually thinking like, but what if I lose her forever? She's the woman for me, you know? Maybe I can work it out with April. And by the time he gets all this in his head, he's making plans. He's packing the car. He goes there in desperation. And by this point, Lorelai has already decided that it's over. And it's so sad because you can see the desperation in Luke's voice and his actions. And you want it to work out so badly
Yep.
as a viewer.
Like when Suki later says, like, did you have to tell him? That's all of us.
That's all of us.
being like, wait, but
did you have to say that? I mean, I feel like
And then it's
she
like-
still didn't have to say that.
I know, but then when what she says, it's like, okay, yeah, I mean,
It's like she needs him to stop talking.
she does,
And that was the only way she could get him to stop begging.
Yes,
Was to say, this is definitively over.
Right.
And in fact, I consummated that last night,
Ugh.
I still don't think she needed to say it.
I know, but what else could she have done
I don't know.
to get him to stop? And eventually she would have had to tell him.
But what if they didn't stop? Like, what if they had had an actual conversation that didn't involve the urgency of
Getting
eloping
married.
in Maryland or the urgency that Lorelai had the night before? Like, what if they just sat at her couch in the living room with coffee and talked about it? No, I mean, then it wouldn't be a TV show.
I know.
It wouldn't be interesting and
Right.
dramatic enough.
Oh,
But
I know. It's not what we want for them. It's not what we wanted to see
No.
for either of them.
No.
And you could not feel more heartbroken for Luke.
Both of them.
For both, but oh man, Luke.
I know.
He's so confused, and what he did the night before was not right, and I don't agree. And the April thing is terrible, but he does not want to lose her, and he's so heartbroken.
Too little, too late, pal. And I love Luke, but it was too long that he strung her along in this way. Not even 2 months, but then
That's bananas.
The relationship that they had afterward. Then
I
he
know.
pushed Lorelai away for months after that.
It's awful.
And it was one time too many.
Yeah, it was.
So,
I feel like she kind of had to break up with him.
yeah.
It was the right thing, I think.
Yeah.
But it's
This is
awful.
way too depressing of an episode.
Okay, what are we going to say now instead? What is lighter?
We have to make everybody
What
laugh.
can we talk about?
I feel like we have to do a dance now. Like, dun, dun, dun.
Oh my God, this was supposed to be funny.
We thought it was going to be funny.
Yeah, how'd this happen? Let's like Totsy something
Yeah,
funny.
maybe we have some
We
funny
have a good
Totsies.
Totsy. Okay, we hope you all like that. Here's our Totsy.
Also, like, what else is cringy? Because, Jack,
Yeah.
you know what's funny? These are the cringiest forward phrases, but there are a lot of cringy moments that we didn't include today. Mm-hmm. And we could have a whole separate episode about cringy funny moments.
Yeah.
If you want. If you guys
just
all
the
want.
phrases.
Yeah.
All right, what do you got, Catherine? Something funny?
All
What's
right.
left?
Yeah, it's cute.
Okay.
I was talking about planning the summer with my daughter for camps. You know, it's like a whole thing. Figuring out childcare in the summer, and the camp situation is intense here in the US. Not everyone does it like this, by the way.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I'm like talking to her about ideas. Do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? And she started saying an idea, and I was like, oh, really? And she goes, Mom, I'm just spitballing. These are just ideas.
Oh,
and I was like, because she know I say it too.
Yes.
I'm always like,
I'm just
spitballing.
like literally.
And I use
all
the
the
accent.
time.
I think she used the accent too.
Oh.
I'm just spitballing. They're just ideas. Nothing's
You know
set in
what's
stone.
so funny about that is mine is a TJ one too.
Ah, really? TJ.
Yes, that's so funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my
So
gosh.
we've like integrated that phrase into our household.
It is. It's come on. It's so good.
It's really useful,
It
honestly,
is.
as a parent
Yes.
too. It's really useful to be like, you know, when your kids look
Yeah.
at you like you're crazy, you're like,
Yeah.
I'm just spitballing.
That's awesome.
Oh,
But anyway,
okay.
for my Totsy, so we have these two cabinets in our kitchen that are glass, so you can see everything behind them. We
yeah.
did not put these in; they were there.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like nice, but also kind of annoying because I would love to just like jam a lot of stuff in there, but so you have to like make it pretty
You
because everybody
do.
can see it. It's like,
Yes.
okay.
I only have one of those.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like, I just want to like jam. Whatever.
yeah.
So I was like kind of bemoaning it to my husband, and he kind of joked, "You want to paint the glass?" And I was like, "Oh, how about stained glass with pictures of peaceful giraffes?"
Oh my, I don't even remember that.
That's when
Peaceful giraffes.
Yeah, when he's helping Luke redo his window.
Yeah.
And he says something about, well, you could make it stained glass. You could have
Right.
like peaceful giraffes and something else. He says
Oh
something
my
else. And Luke says,
gosh.
you want me to put up stained glass with peaceful giraffes? And that's when he says,
such a deep cut.
I'm just spitballing. That's when response to that.
Oh, it's the
I know.
same thing.
Nothing's set in stone.
How did I miss the peaceful giraffes, though?
Peaceful giraffes and something else.
I have to go back and watch that today.
So funny. So yeah, ours really combined. That's
They
really,
are.
really funny.
They're like the same scene.
Okay.
All right. Thank you for joining us this week. Come join in the conversation on Instagram at Gabbing Gilmore. That's 2 G's in the middle. And be sure to follow the show in your podcast app so you never miss an episode.
We also have a great new way to hear from you. Leave us your most pressing thoughts with a simple voice note at speakpipe.com/Gabbing Gilmore. You just might hear yourself on air.
Gabbing Gilmore is edited and produced by us, Jackie Prosick and Catherine Bailey. Cover art by MGI Studios. See you next time.
Copper boom!